Selling the City season 1 is wrapped. And after that season finale, I'm definitely gonna need a season 2. Let's get into it. You know, I think it is truly amazing that we are only one season in and they are already trying to shut this business down and take Eleanor out. And by they, I mean Jade.
She started coming for Eleanor's appearance. She said she's a hoe, she doesn't dress professionally, and her business is not what it looks like.
Did Jade say Eleanor's a hoe?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
She didn't say she fucks for business. But she's like, look, some people are going out every night and entertaining their clients, and other people are going to work. Entertaining your clients, like, tell me what that means.
Like I said initially, I think that Jade is jealous of Eleanor because their career trajectories went on different paths. Eleanor has her own team. Jade might not say she wants a team, but I think she does. Or she at least doesn't want Eleanor to have one, even if she doesn't want one of her own. Implying that she sleeps around for listings, whether it is true or not. Why are you saying that? Like, that's her business. You as her best friend, that should have been something that y'all take to the grave and beyond. Because you know that whether it's true or not, it has potential to ruin business for her. Because people might take a rumor and run with it, don't fact check or anything like that. So you know what the implication does? So why say that? Granted, we never saw or heard her say that. We're only hearing from Abby that that's what she said. So it really is kind of hearsay. Only two things can be true. Either Jade did say it and she said it off cam, or Abby is completely fabricating that and she never said it at all. As we know with reality TV, we may never even get the actual story because sometimes we don't. I did say I think that Jay's going to be the villain of this series if it gets a season 2. And I still stand by that, but you gotta respect it. Or laugh like I did at the fact that Abby was like, she did the little reality TV thing. Can I pull you for a quick chat? And Jay was like, no. And then she asked her again and she was like, no.
A little chat just for a sec.
No.
Okay. Well, I would really like to just kind of clear the air and talk.
No.
Like she stood 10 toes down on the fact that she did not want to have a conversation. She's like, I don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna pretend to fuck with you on camera. So like, what are we really doing here? And then she tried to leave. She was calling production and everything.
It's 10:30. Called. Stop this right now.
I didn't know.
Seriously, stop this right now because
I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to talk to you.
Take this off me.
Abby.
Like, you're a different person off camera.
I am not a different person.
Yes,
off
you are.
camera.
Yes
I
or
am
no?
not doing this.
Did
If
you
any
say
of this
it?
shit
Yes or
fucking
no?
airs, I will sue every single one of your asses. I'm a grown-ass woman with a real career.
Now, if Jade actually did say that about Eleanor, which I think she did, by the way, because Eleanor already told us that Jade is a shit talker. If she did actually say that, it was obviously said off cam for a reason. She didn't want it to be brought up on cam, so I don't really know why Abby was bringing it up on cam. I guess she wanted to have like this aha moment. But Jade was trying to shut that conversation down the moment that she got an inkling that that's what Abby was going to be talking about. And she really did kind of have Abby looking like the tryhard that she says she is, following her around, pestering her for this conversation that she already said she didn't want to have. Like, she did look like she was trying too hard. And then Abby finally gets the conversation that she wants, except that it's not the conversation that she wants.
You want to have this conversation
Yes.
right now? You do look
When we
old.
walk,
You do look old.
that's interesting.
Come on,
So
Jade.
don't say this to me. You look older than
Tell
you
me
are.
you're
You wanna say
projecting
this?
without telling me you're projecting.
Okay, so I need to ask Abby for forgiveness. I'm sitting here editing this and I laughed so hard watching this clip back. Not because what Jade said was funny, not because I agree with Jade, because I actually don't. I think it's messed up, especially as a woman, to say that another woman looks old, because we know that society makes women feel old the moment that they're not 18 anymore. But I laughed so hard because Abby stumbled over her words. And there is nothing funnier than someone stumbling over their words and they're in the middle of an argument. It is like the worst possible time for your brain to betray you and be like, Sorry, girl. Did y'all see Taylor's face when she said that? It was the same face I was making, like, damn. Like, she really did just admit to that. And then Abby starts crying.
I thought that when I called her out that she would deny it. Like, I didn't think she would say it.
Girl, if you wasn't prepared for the answer that she was going to give, then why did you ask the question? Outside of the drama, Jade sold her $15 million penthouse. I wonder if she ended up selling it to the 16-year-old who was going to college, because if she did, that's pretty freaking iconic. Hey y'all, it's Nae. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Selling the City Season 1, Episodes 7 through 8, so the finale. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on the season finale, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like before you go, so I know you enjoyed it. Now, Justin has his pride and joy apartment that he has been looking forward to basically selling for apparently years now. And he's trying to sell it to this guy who wears a tie, a blazer, and a baseball cap. And you know when people dress like that, they got real money. Justin gets into it with Gisselle, or should I say Gisselle gets into it with Justin, over this listing because he scheduled 2 separate showings for her and she canceled on both of them. Now, him showing her this penthouse was a really big deal because she's a junior agent, which I think probably means she either sells houses that are under the 10 million mark or maybe even under the 5 million mark. Basically, she's not coming close to bigger deals, and this penthouse is a $25 million deal. So basically, she would have never been able to even breathe the air that's in this penthouse had it not been for Justin. So he felt a way about her canceling. I probably would feel a way about her canceling twice on me too. I do agree that it's a bit rude professionally because he went out of his way to show this to her, and as he made very clear, he didn't have to, and he probably won't ever do it again.
Girl, let me just explain to you how this works. When you're selling a building with hundreds of millions of dollars of inventory, you don't just let everyone in whenever they want to come.
It's not everyone.
No, are you gonna let me finish?
Are you gonna let me finish?
Are you gonna let me finish or are you gonna talk over me?
But apparently she thought he was joking, or maybe he was over-exaggerating because they're friends or something. Like, no, of course he'll make another viewing for me. But he was dead ass serious. He was like, I'm not doing it again. You were lucky that I even invited you the first 2 times. He was basically like, girl, do you think you're special? This is a $25 million penthouse. So unless you have somebody who's ready to buy, we can just stop talking right now. And I was like, okay, Justin, we love an assertive man. You love to see it. And for some reason she was like, but Steve Gold lets us see his houses, and I don't really know why Steve Gold had anything to do with this, but yeah. And then after the fallout, after Justin actually got mad, she was like, oh, but I was just joking. I don't think she was just joking. Her tone didn't give joking. But also, you don't get to say something that somebody else gets offended by and then be like, I was just joking. Like, clearly they didn't take it as a joke. Maybe his sense of humor is not your sense of humor.
I think in her spicy self, she was like kind of fucking with him. And then we obviously know Justin that it just like triggered him. And I kind of would have said the same thing. Like, look, you're coming on my time or you're not coming. And she was saying, well, Eleonora, Strugo team. I said to her, I was like, you're not Eleonora though.
And then, unrelated, but I'm really trying to figure out why we were watching this post-basketball conversation between Steve Gold and Justin. I mean, I was confused on why we were watching them play basketball at all, but what was this conversation after the fact where they were just sitting around gossiping about the girls? I feel like that was just filler. They were like, we need like 5 minutes of footage, and they were like, put this in. It felt so random. Gisselle is doing her best not to need Justin though. She has this $5 million house, and Eleonora sent her a client for it. And to be honest, that client was just more confirmation that I could never do this job. She was firing off those questions back to back, and it is literally one of my worst nightmares for someone to be firing questions off at me. Whether I know the answers or not, it's just the rapid fire of questions that would stress me out.
Has any other 4 bedrooms sold in the building? Someone lived here before? Are there any good schools around here that you know of? Does the school bus come to this building? Is there other families in this building? Because it's right by the highway.
Girl, why are you asking me all this? And then Eleonora finally brings up to Taylor the whole loan situation. And apparently it's not the first time that she's gotten loans.
To my attention that you were asking for more money.
Maybe that's customary. Maybe people in real estate industry be getting loans from their businesses, because these people do have money, so it wouldn't really surprise me too much. But Eleonora said the same damn thing that I said. Girl, you have a 2-income household, you make money like you're selling houses. How don't you have any money? But she explains, like, I actually assumed that she's taking care of family. Her dad got really sick and she took over the medical bills. She wants to do IVF. She's trying to build a family, all of that stuff. Which, I'm gonna be real, outside of her dad having medical issues, the IVF and trying to start a family and saving for a surrogate, those are not necessities. Like, those are nice to haves, but that's not really, like, why would you get a loan for that? Especially considering that her and her husband are not even on good terms. So I don't know why they would even be having kids right now. And you know what? This is why I love Eleonora. She is such a stand-up boss. She was like, I understand, I will write you a check. Didn't disclose how much because they were on camera. She said the check is coming. Done. We're done. Like, let's wash our hands of the situation. Amazing. At the beginning of the season, I said that I could see Elle and Justin getting back together. And I just want y'all to look at the way that she looked at him when he was giving his birthday speech. That's a woman who's still in love with that man. Like, it's pretty obvious to me. I want to see that relationship arc next season because I think they would be really good together. They'd be a really great power couple together. They could literally take over New York. Even though he said he does want to leave. I think if If the love grew deep enough, she would leave for him. Like, look at how they holding hands. Let's be serious. Stop playing. I also really love watching Elle and Steve go try to close this deal. It's just so interesting to see, like, how a deal actually transforms, and they're going back and forth. He's throwing out a $28 million offer. She's coming back with a $38 million offer. Like, ooh, I hope we get to see that wrapped up. I loved it. And also, somebody find bro who was looking at Eleonora as she walked by, because he is down bad. He said, I don't even care if the cameras are around. Film me. I did it. Jordyn is also going through some things. She's having issues with her boyfriend. And again, we have this running theme in real estate of the job commitment having a negative impact on relationships. And Jordyn brings up something interesting that I have said several times over on my channel, probably in reference to Love is Blind.
I've no doubt he loves me, and I have no doubt I love him. So now it's just like, is love enough to like keep going right now?
And the answer is that sometimes it's not. It simply is not enough. Two people can love each other very deeply and just not be good for each other. Hard pill to swallow, but it is true. Speaking of hard pills to swallow, I feel like that's the situation that we have with Taylor and her man. What's the man named Peter? I mean, they just don't seem like they meshing together anymore. Taylor was having a great time out at Austin's birthday party, and he was like, girl, you need to calm down. Like, you are embarrassing me. This is very embarrassing. You're drunk. You're tipsy. And she was like, I'm just having fun. And he was like, no, you're not.
You need to...
Hi, I'm having fun.
Come on.
It's fine. I'm cool.
You're not. You're not cool.
Like, damn, bro, she was just vibing. I absolutely love the house that Steve Gold was showing at the beginning. I'm obsessed with it. It has a little garden. It is my dream to have a garden. I was growing so many types of things out of my apartment in 2020 that is crazy. I think I had lettuce going, some green onion. I tried to do tomato, but then I was worried about the bugs. But like, I want a garden so bad. The details in that house, just the kitchen, my literal dream. I also love seeing the $8 million listing that Eleonora has. Absolute goals. I'm glad to see that by these final 2 episodes, the outfits are finally coming together as a cohesive unit. I know I talked about the drip a lot this season, and I usually don't talk about what people wear, but because fashion is so integral to this series, I feel like they need to be coming with the looks, and you know, I'm a little bit better than, you know, what we started in episode 1. Let me know if y'all think it's going to get renewed for a season 2. Like I said, I don't think the drama was as deep, but again, we have to keep in mind that this is only season 1, only 8 episodes. I really do love this group of women, and I want to see more from them and Justin and Steve Gold. So I hope we get a season 2, and I actually do think we're going to get a season 2. I'm going to go get this edited and scheduled, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye! Alright, we're done. Ooh, under 32. Let's go. I'm trying to make sure I stay hydrated in 2025. I'm like, you know, every year I start off really great with drinking water, and then as life goes on, I just get further and further away from max hydration. Alright, let's start this recording. What's the girl name? Abby. He was basically so I don't know why they would even be having kids, right? Me and this Nat are enemies. We're enemies.